Welcome everyone to Think Tank Thursday from CafeFuel, the 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to use the internet to grow your restaurant. My name is Brian Devine, and today we are talking about making sure your website is mobile ready and fast. Now, let's get a little context. I know we always mention that, but we want to make sure that we are in the right stage here because making your website work, making it effective, making it work on phones, that is number one. It is vital to just about everything else. So that is part of your foundation and it is the number one piece of your foundation. So I want to make sure that we're at least kind of taking a look at that whole roadmap so that you know where we are when we're talking about websites. And if you haven't looked at your website in a while, this is a great opportunity to do that because it is incredibly important in this industry. Okay, now when we talk about mobile ready, what are we talking about? And why do I always say and fast? Well, mobile ready means that your website looks good and it's easy to read on a mobile phone. And if your website is not fast on a mobile phone, you're in trouble because people will leave. Now, it is not that hard to do, and there are tools that make it so easy for you to not only make it fast, but to make it easily readable on mobile phones. In fact, there are tools where you can say, hey, only show this on desktop or on iPads or tablets, and only show this on mobile phones. And that is a way that you can really speed things up because you can start taking out any large images that don't really look that great on mobile phones. Just remove it completely and boom, now it's going to be super fast. Now, what can you do to find out how your site is doing? So let me bring this in. I'm going to go. I find that people tend to appreciate when we look at tools directly from Google. So this is a developer's tool from Google. You can just go to developers.google.com and you should be able to find your page speed insights, or you can just type in page speed insights from Google into search and it will come up. Now, when we put in a website, the first time you do it, it might be a little low. These numbers might be really low because a lot of times what will happen is the second time you run this kind of a report, you're going to get very different numbers because it's going to do what's called a cache. So if you are not caching, then the numbers are going to stay low, but always run it twice so that you can make sure and see how things are going. Most of the time, you're not going to see a number this high. 97 is really high. We've got all kinds of tools that are designed to make it fast and smooth and clean and all that stuff. But if you are at least 65, 70% or better, then you're at least doing okay, and you could probably just improve things and try to get into that 80+%. 97 is obviously fantastic. That's what you're going for, but it doesn't have to be that high in order to still be effective. Now, there's another cool little tool. Let me show you this. If we go over to, I'm going to just look at a client site here, and we're going to look at this little tool. I forget what it's called, Mobile Simulator. So if you want to see what your site looks like on a mobile phone, you can just grab this little extension for your browser. It's called Mobile Simulator. It's free to use, and you can take a look at what it looks like on all kinds of different phones. So you can just kind of switch up phones and things like that. It's really neat. And here's the most important part is that when you have an online ordering system, when you have a menu for people to look at online, it better look great, because if it's hard to navigate, or even worse, if it's a PDF file, you are just dead in the water. It is one of the most annoying things on the planet for people to have to scroll around and try to figure out how to read your PDF because it is not designed for mobile phones. So if I were to click this, it's going to load up, and it's going to load up as if I am on a mobile phone so that you can see what it looks like. And it is really clean, right? So we've got our desserts right up front and center. We make them look real good. And then we've got featured desserts, more desserts, right? What are we doing? We're trying to get people to order something that they might not have otherwise first. And you'll see that it looks great. It's super easy to navigate. Okay, that is what you are looking for. If you don't have that and you would like that, just reach out, let me know. We have a free tool that is called CafeFuelOrders.com. You can go there, you can sign up for free, and you can have a menu just like that. Whether it is a huge menu, a small menu, it doesn't matter. You can have it on your site. You can have it look fantastic. And the really great part is that if you are in that situation like everyone right now, where you might be having a hard time getting all of the materials you need for your entire menu, well, rather than having to keep printing something, just use a tool like this, and especially a free one where you can just make changes whenever you need to. You just say, just pull that one out because it's no longer available. Put it back in when it is. Because once you've built your menu, you don't have to keep creating it. You can just say, hide this, hide that, show this, show that. And you can have everything on your menu, and just as things come in and come out, you can just click little buttons, make it nice and easy for you, okay? That means that your website is mobile ready and fast. It means that when people want to place an order, you're making it super easy for them to do that. And if people are in your restaurant and you want to just let them use a mobile version of your menu, which I highly recommend, then it will look great and fantastic. And you can decide whether or not you want them to be able to order from it or not. But that is the direction that a lot of people are going, so that it's just streamlined and is efficient and effective, and everybody's really happy with it. All right, that's what I wanted to cover today. I hope you found some value in it. If there's anything that we can do to support you, we're happy to. And if you would like, let me see if I can find this here for you. There we go. If you would like a free report that you can follow, it's actually a checklist, so that you can go through it and say, here's my website, and what is it that I have? What is it that I'm missing? How can I improve things so that my website is effective? Go to cafefuel.rocks/works. Just that simple. Put in your information. We'll send it right off to you. There's no obligations. We're not going to start driving you crazy with anything. We just want to make sure that you have great materials and that you know what to look for, and so that you know whether or not you have an effective website. Okay, that's all I've got for today. Let me know what we can do to support you, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Think Tank Thursday from CafeFuel. That's it for me. Bye for now.